Hello students. So today I'm back with the next session of chapter 8 percentage. So in the first two sessions we have seen about percentage and the decimal form, all those. So first we will have a recap of the first few sessions, okay? So the first topic was about percentage. You learned what is percentage and how to express it, everything. Then you learned what is the fraction form and decimal form and how to convert to each forms and back to percentage. All those things you learned. And then you learned about percentage of a quantity. You remember? Yes, of a quantity. You will represent percentage with, or you will compare it with some other value. So this three topics was the first main topic of your chapter. So now I'm moving to the next topic, and today's topic is about percentage change. Okay, so from the word itself you will understand what is the meaning. Percentage change, that means if there is a change of something, how to represent it in terms of percentage. That is what you are going to learn. It can be anything, any a number or any cost of any item or anything. When you just, if you think, you will understand. If we are telling about cost, okay, so there is a decrease in cost or increase in cost, you can compare it with some terms. You remember percentage and increase in cost of item or decrease in cost of item. Yes, just recollect those terms you have learned in level 5. You remember discount, percentage, tax. Correct? Yes, those are the percentage representation of the cost of items, the change in cost of the items. Correct? Yes. Here we are going to learn about anything. It can be change in cost of items or it can be just a number, anything. Okay, so we are not we are not stressing, or we are not just learning about discount and tax. We are just learning about percentage change. That's all. Okay, so first I'll tell what is the meaning of this. The change in the value of an item, any item, the change in the value, that change can be expressed as a percentage increase or decrease in the original value. So that change you're comparing with the original value, that change is called as percentage change, or you can tell it as percentage increase or percentage decrease, like that. Okay, so first I will explain with an example. 5% increase 4600. So there is a number 1600. So that there is a 5% increase. So what is that increase value and what is the new value? This two we will see now. So there are two methods. First method will give you the increase amount at the increased value. Okay. The second method will directly give you the increased value. And I explain, you will understand more. Okay. So first is, what is the increase, or what is that value which makes that increase? So increase is what you are comparing that 5% with 1600. So that increase will be 5% of 1600, because you are expressing it in the original value. See the definition. Increase in the decrease or increase in the original value you are doing. So the original value here is what? 1600. So increase will be that 5% of original value, or 5% into 5 by 100 into 1600. So now we will do the reduction method. Okay, so we are doing the method. So the zeros will be gone, and then what is remaining? Yes, 5 into 16. And what is 5 into 16? Yes, it is 80. So this 80 is the increase value. That value of increase is 80. So now tell me, what is the new value? It is increase. Increase means what? It's an addition. So the new value will be what? Yes, that original plus 80, and that is 1680. So 5% increase for 1600 means that increase value is 80 and the new value is 1680. This is one method. In the other method, you can directly get the new value. I will explain how it is, okay? An increase of this 5% in this 1600 means when you're comparing it with 100 of the original value, when you're comparing it with 100, what is the meaning of that? There is an increase of 5. Just the number 5 is being increased. That is, for each 100 in the original, the increase will be what? 105. Each 100 of the original, the increase will be 105, or you can say that the new value to old value is what? When you're comparing the old value as 100, the new value will be 105, or we can write new value by old value is 105 by 100. Okay, now you can solve this by cross multiplication method. So here what you know, new value you know, new value you want to find. So what is this? Old value is what? 1600. So just multiply it. So new value will be 105 by 100 into old value. We are just cross multiplying. So 105 by 100 into what is this old value? That is what? This 1600. So when you solve this, again the same thing. Here we have reduced the zeros, and it is 105 into 16, and when you multiply you will get 1680. Clear? Okay, so this is the increase. So same thing, or I will just explain the decrease of it. Okay, 5% decrease, the same thing but decrease. Okay, so when you start with the first method, the method is same, only the difference is what? The decrease. It's the decrease, so you have to just subtract, that's all. The initial things all are same. So the decrease is what? 5% of 1600. So cut the zeros. 5 into 16, that is equal to 80. Same thing, decrease is 80 only, because the percentage is not changing. So but here it is decrease. So what is the new value? Yes, you have to subtract it. Just the thing is, you have to subtract. In the previous example it was addition, here it is subtraction, that's all. So what is it? 1520 is the 5% decrease for 1600. But when you come to next method, so when you compare the base value as 100, the base percentage as 100, 5% decrease means what is the comparison? New value by original will be what? Or new value by old value will be what? Yes, it will be actually 95. Correct? So when you use that method, the new value is 95 by 100 into 1600, because it is a decrease of 5%. So 95 by 100. So when you cut the zeros, it is 95 into 16, and that is equal to 1520. Same answer you will get. Okay, so in general you can use the formula new value is equal to final percentage into old value. Correct? Final percentage means what? If it is an increase, you have to add it. If it is a decrease, you have to subtract it. And when you multiply with the old value, you will get the new value. Okay, direct method. Directly, if they are asking you to find the new value, you can use this. And if you want to use the first method which I explained, that first finding the increase or decrease, then adding or subtracting, then you have that formula. The increase or decrease is equal to what? The percentage increase or decrease into old value. That means that percentage of old value, the first type. So this is in general what is happening here. Okay, so the thing is, you need, if they are asking you to find the increase, then you have to use the second one. If they are just asking you to find what is the new value, you can use any of the method, the first method or second method. First method, you have two steps. First you have to find the increase or decrease, then you have to add or subtract accordingly. Then the second method is what? Directly you are using you are getting the new value. how you are getting, you are comparing it with 100. So when you compare it with 100, that increase or decrease accordingly you have to do it. If it is increase, you have to make it plus 5%. If it is a decrease, you have to make it minus 5%. That is the basic thing. So when you do more examples, you will understand it. So now we will move on with the exercise question of this type from 8B. Okay, so please be with your textbook. Take textbook page number 199. Okay, 199. I've chosen only few questions because that much is only important for you. So we will do that much questions in this session, and next session we will learn about the reverse percentage or the reverse change, wherein you will be doing just the opposite of this. So I'm not clubbing it together, because if I club it together, maybe it will be confusion for you. So that's why I'm going with the exercise question. Okay, so please take the page. I hope you are ready. The first question, find the value of each of the following. They have asked you to find the value of it. The first part, A. So A part is increase 60 by 35%. So you can do any of the methods. So be in the first question, I will explain both. Okay, you can choose any one, but the next procedures and all I will be doing only one. Okay, so the first method, according to the first method, you have to find the increase, then you have to add. Because it is increase, you have to add it. So what is that increase value? It is 35% of 60. That is 35 by 100 into 60. So we will first reduce it. Then we will or simplify it. Then we will do it. Okay. So first thing is I am simplifying it with 20. Directly with 20. Okay. So when you divide 60 with 20, you will get 3. And when you divide 100 with 20, you will get 5. Correct? Yes. Next, I am reducing that 5 and 35. What is 35 by 5? Yes. How many times? Yes, it is 7 times. So when you reduce it, it will be like this. So what is remaining? Yes, just 7 into 3. What is 7 into 3? Yes, 21. Okay, that is the increase. Now what is the value? What is the new value? You have to add it. Correct? Yes. What is the old value? 60. So the new value is what? 60 plus 21. And what is 60 plus 21? 81. So this is the first method. Now if you want to do the second method, I will explain here. Same. Here it is an increase of 35%. Correct? So what is that 35%? Yes, it is increase. So it's increase. So you can say it is 135%, or we can say new value is 135% of the old value. So again here I am reducing it with 20. Okay. So when you cut it with 20, you will get again 3 and 5, and again 135 and 5. When you simplify 135, how many times? Yes, it is 27 times is 135. So when you multiply it, it is 27 into 3, and 27 into 3 is what? 81. You will get it directly. Clear? So this is how you do it. So next question onwards, I will show only one method. Okay, so you can choose your own method, no problem. It's up to you. That's why I explained both the methods for increase and decrease as an example, and when it comes to exercise also I explained one question, so you can choose. Okay, so next question is increase 28 by 125%. Okay, so first here I am doing the second method. Okay, the direct method I am doing. Okay, so you can see what is the new value. It is increase. So and it is 125%. So first tell me what is that increased percent value? 100 plus 125. Correct? You have to increase it. So actually it is what? 225% is that new value. So the new value is 225% of 28. Correct? Yes, you are adding how much ever it is, you have to add plus 100. You are actually doing that increase from 100. That's why I explained how it came. For each 100 you have, that's what, I hope you listen to that explanation, how this it is coming 105, 110 like that. Why it is coming, I explained in the beginning. I hope you listen to it. So it is that increase is what, 225, okay, because 100 plus 125. Now you can reduce it. So first here I am reducing with 4, okay. So when you divide 28 with 4 you have 7, and 100 by 4 you have 25. So first I reduced it with 4. Now I am doing 25 and 225 with 5. So how many times? Yes, it is 5 times. 25 by 5 is 5, and 225 when you divide with 5 you will get 45. Now again 45 and 5 how many times? 5 nines are 45, right? Yes, so it will be 9 and 1. So now what's remaining? Yes, 9 into 7. What is 9 into 7? 63. So that is the new value. You directly got the value. Okay, you are not doing, like, you are not finding what is that increase and you are not adding to it. You are directly finding the value. Actually this method is easy. Okay, so but anyway it's up to you. If you understand the concept you can use any of the method. Okay, so here I will show the first method. So I hope you will be able to follow it properly. Okay, so decrease 216 by 37 1 by 2 percentage. 37 1 by 2. So first we will find what is that 37 1 by 2, then that percentage, then we will find the decrease, then we will subtract it from 216. Okay, so first method I am following. So first tell me, what is 37 1 by 2 percentage of 216 is the decrease. Okay, so what is this 37 1 by 2? How will you find it? Yes, 37 1 by 2 is what? 37 into 2 plus 1. 37 into 2 is what? 74. 74 plus 1, 75 by 2 percentage. Okay, 75 by 2 percentage of 216. What is 75 by 2 percentage? What percentage? If anything it is. If it is 10 percentage or 100 or 20 percentage, you have to divide it with 100. So when you divide this with 100, that 100 will come into the denominator. So it will be like 75 by 2 into 100 into 216. Correct? Yes. So it's like 75 by 200 into 216. Now you can do the simplification method and get the answer. So first I will again cut here with 4. Okay, I am simplifying it with 4. So 200 and 216, when you simplify with 4, the first values are 50 and 54. Then you divide 200 with 4, you will get 50, and when you divide 216 with 4, you will get 54. Okay, now I am reducing 75 and 50 with 5. Okay, so when you divide 50 with 5, you will get 10. When you divide 75 with 5, you will get 15. Correct? Now again I am dividing 15 and 10 with 5. Okay, so 15 how many times? 3 times, and 10 2 times. Now what is remaining? Yes, 2 and 54 is remaining. So when you simplify it with 2, it will be 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 54 by 2 is 27. So we simplified everything. So what's left? Yes, it's just 3 into 27, and what is that? It's 81. So this is the decrease value. This is not the final answer. This is a decrease value. So what is the new value? You have to subtract it. So new value is 216 is the old value. From that we have to subtract 81. So you will get 135. Okay. This is the second method. First method, and it is a big procedure. You can check with the second method and you will get the same answer. Okay, it's up to you. Clear? So that is what is the meaning of increase and decrease of percentage. How much percentage is the increase, and that much from that you have to find the new value. Okay, so we'll move on to the second question. Yes, it is 20% of a number is 17. Find the number. See the question, I am doing second question A part. Okay, 20% of a number is 17. Okay, so what is that number? So here let that number be x. We don't know what is that number. Okay, so you can use the same concept which we are doing here. 20% of that number, that means the old number is what? We don't know what is that old number, but the 20% of that number is 17. So here we can say that 20% of x is 17, because that old number we don't know, but that 20% is 17. So what is the number you have to find? So I will show you. We can write like this, correct? Of means multiplication. That means 20 by 100, x is 17. So what is x? Take 20 by 100 to other side. The operation between 20 by 100 and x is multiplication, correct? So when you take it to that side, it will be division. So we can write it as 17 multiplied by 100 by 20. Correct? Because it's division. So division means it is reciprocal. You have learned the fraction kind of divisions in level 5. So when it is division, you have to make it multiplication and take the reciprocal. You have learned it. So multiply by 100 by 20. We took the reciprocal. Now you can, I am directly reducing. What is 100 by 20? Directly reducing or simplifying with 20. Okay. So it's just 5 times. So what is remaining? 17 into 5, and that is what? 85. Okay, so that number is what? 80%, 85. That means 20% of 85 is 17. That's the meaning of it. Okay, use some logic, you will get it. Okay, so actually I'm stopping here, by the way, because the next type of question is reverse of percentage. Okay, so I don't want to mix up these two portions together. You first learn what is percentage change and do the problems. Then we will see what is reverse percentage. Okay, so I hope you understood it, understood this session. What is percentage change, what is it, how to find it, everything. So go through it, use any of the one method. Okay, I will give the assignment together in the next session, because if I give it now, that actually you have to practice it together. There is no difference, it's together, like the percentage change and the reverse percentage is together topic. So you have to do it together, but I want you to understand, that's why I took this as the first part, and the next part I will take the reverse percentage. But when it comes to the assignment, no, I will give it together. Okay, so I hope you understood. Please go through the session properly, understand it, because again I'm telling you, the next one is just the opposite of this. So I don't want you to get confused. So please go through it. I'll be back soon. Okay, thank you so much.